Hi and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. Today I'm going to talk about everyone's favorite thing, taxes. It's probably your least favorite thing, but it is a part of doing business on Amazon. So if you've done over $600 on Amazon, then of course you have to do taxes for all your Amazon stuff. So today I'm going to walk you through the process of what you should pull, what you should look for, and things to gather for your tax person, CPA, or TurboTax, or whatever it is you use. Just really quickly, if you're brand new to my channel, my name is Nikki Kirk and I've been selling on Amazon for 3.5 years now, doing retail arbitrage, all from my fifth wheel RV. Before I get into anything, I just want to remind you that I am not a tax expert in any sense of the word. I'm not even an expert on Amazon selling. I would never call myself that. I'm just a person who's been doing it, and so this is how I've done it. So always please consult an expert, especially when it comes to your taxes. So use a CPA or TurboTax. Actually, the first time I did my filings, I've been using TurboTax my whole entire tax life, and the first time I did it, I did the option where you can actually call and have someone look over it because I was super nervous. So please consult a tax expert. I am not one. I'm just showing you how to pull the reports and where you can get everything and what to gather. The first report you should pull in Amazon in Seller Central is your inventory valuation report. It is essentially the report that tells you at any given time what the value of your inventory is in the warehouse. So you need to pull it on the first of the year. Obviously, I'm recording this video. It is not the first of the year. So if you haven't pulled it, go ahead and pull it as soon as you possibly can, just so you can get an idea. What this report is, like I mentioned, it's telling you how much inventory you have in the Amazon warehouse, and so you want to know every year how much you started with and how much you end with. So when you pull this report, you'll get your ending year balance and also your beginning year balance for the next year. If you're a new seller, you obviously started with zero. So if you started with zero this year, you started with zero, and then you're going to see where you end at. And all of this goes into your cost of goods. So it's all a part of calculating your cost of goods, which is an expense on your taxes for your business. Now I'll show you really quickly where to pull the report. It's in your Seller Central account. You'll start by going to reports and then fulfillment, and then over here on the side you'll see show more. You're looking for the monthly inventory history. You'll click on the download tab, and you can see I've already ran it a couple times, but you'll just go here, exact months, and you just want December. So we're gonna go December 2020, December 2020, and you can request CVS or text, whichever one you prefer. And then it'll just be right here for downloading. So then that's just the report. You save it and you give it to your CPA, or you keep the number for your TurboTax or whatever accounting software you use to file your taxes. The next report that is asked about often is what do you get from Amazon as far as like a 1099? Because if you work for an employer, you get a W-2 where it says, all the money you made and then all the taxes you paid and all of that stuff. Since you are a 1099 from Amazon, you'll get a 1099K. That is the form that is payment card and third-party network payment transactions. So essentially, Amazon is acting as the payment transactions. Amazon's taking the payments from the customer, sending you money, and thus you fall into the 1099K. If you've ever done contract work or freelance, you probably get a 1099 miscellaneous. It's just, extra income that you got that wasn't yet taxed. So Amazon does send these out if you had over $20,000 in sales or did 200 transactions. It will automatically report. It'll show up in your account under your tax document library. So there's not really anything you need to do. It usually will appear probably around the third week of January. It'll be right there and you can download it. It just looks like any tax form. And when you do download it, you're gonna be like, what? I didn't make that much. It's because it's sending all the money that you made from Amazon. Obviously, you paid for your inventory and all your other expenses. And so it looks like on paper that you made all this money, but you really didn't. That's just the money that they ended up giving you back. Just know that. It's always fun to be like, I'm gonna be taxed on this. I didn't make that. It'll work itself out. So again, it's just under reports and tax document library, and you'll see here I have my 3 previous years in here. So once the 2021 is ready, it'll just appear there. Now if you did not hit that $20,000 in sales, this is gross sales, not profit, just sales on Amazon, or 200 transactions, don't worry, there's another report you can pull. You can actually pull it right now. You don't have to wait for Amazon. And actually, I do recommend pulling it no matter what, because it is a form that I use on my taxes, because it shows me all the fees I paid in commissions to Amazon and shipping and all that stuff. And that is, of course, an expense that you would deduct from all the money Amazon's saying you got. Let me just show you how to pull it real fast and I'll show you what it looks like. Again, under reports, we go to payments this time, and you want to select the tab that says date range reports. So from here, you're going to hit the yellow button that says generate reports. You want the summary, because if you hit transaction, it'll be on the transaction level, and we really don't want to see that. We just want the summary. So account type all, and then you'll go here and you'll go ahead and select custom. So we're going to go January 1st to December 31st, and then it'll refresh right here in the screen. It takes a couple minutes and it'll be there. Like I mentioned, I did already pull this report for you guys. So you've got the expenses, your total expenses, income. This is the same number that you're gonna see on your 1099 from Amazon if you get one. And then it breaks it all down so that you can really see how much you paid in storage fees, shipping fees, all of that stuff. It's really helpful. You can pull it anytime, and so you just pick the dates you want. So those are really the two reports that you want to pull from Amazon. The other two things, actually three things that you want to pull for your taxes is all of your receipts, all of the things you bought, and then you also want to pull all of your expenses. If you haven't been tracking them all year, I'll show you what I do. Not that I recommend it, but it's just what I do. So first, for receipts, I use Receipt Bank, which I'm sure you know if you watch any of my videos, but I love it because you just literally take your phone, you scan the receipt, it pulls it all into an Excel sheet. It says where it was, the store it was, how much, and cost of goods, and it makes it all. It actually works with QuickBooks. I use QuickBooks now, but I did not use QuickBooks until 2020. Before that, I would just download the Excel sheet. But really quickly, let me just show you how it looks. So right here from the dashboard, you can see everything. You've got Target, November 5th, cost of goods, the amount I paid, and then you can even click and view the receipt. That's Receipt Bank. That's why I love it. It will, like I said, all download into an Excel sheet, or Google Sheets is what I use, but you can just import it there. So it's really handy, and I highly recommend it if you don't have another system of keeping your receipts and you are kind of lazy like me, so you can literally just take a photo and be done. Oh, the other reason I love Receipt Banks is if you do online stuff like OA, online arbitrage, you can literally just email in your receipts. So that's also awesome. Or if you have software receipts where they'll send you a hey, you paid this month, you can just send that in and then it'll track it all right in Receipt Bank. So that makes it awesome. The other thing that you need for your taxes is, of course, all of your business expenses. I have one business checking account and then 2 credit cards that I use for my business. I only use those 3 things for all business expenses. So the way I've been doing my expenses, like I said, I didn't have QuickBooks before this year. So how I've been doing my expenses before this is I would literally just go into my bank and pull my statements, and it will be the transactions. So all my softwares are on there, all the different receipts. I can match up to Receipt Bank and make sure I've got all my cost of goods there. And then that is how I would categorize it by what it was, and that's how I did my taxes. It's not the best way. You should probably get a software. This will be my first year actually using a software, so that's exciting. Should be easier, but that is a way that you can do it if you don't want to get a software just yet. And then one of the last things you want to be sure to grab is your car mileage for the car that you use for work. So when you're doing your taxes, you can put in what miles you did, and I think you can do your truck, because I have a truck, your car overall and all of that. But there's a lot of helpful apps out there that people use. The way I was doing it is not the way you do it, but I would literally pull a Receipt Bank like Excel and then say, okay, I know where I was and I went to that store and get my mileage that way. I don't recommend it. It's really cumbersome. If you guys use a mileage tracking that you really like, please comment it below and let others know, because I know there's a lot of good ones out there. I think like Mile IQ. Someone told me that there's one that you can actually, it knows that you're about to drive and it turns on, you don't have to do anything, and that's what I need. So anyways, you really want to grab your mileage. If you haven't already, go ahead and just mark down what your mileage is, and that will be your year-end, year-beginning mileage. It's the same as that inventory evaluation. Those are 2 things you want to pull on the 31st or the 1st of every year. So just keep that in mind for next year, but pull it as soon as you can right now. Again, I am not a tax expert. Please, please, please consult a tax expert and don't just listen to me. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys are interested in getting ungated, of course, all your software and trainings and everything that you pay for is a business expense on your taxes, so it'll go towards your next one if you haven't already bought it. If you did buy it last year, then go ahead and make sure you add that as a business expense. But anyways, my ungating guides are specific for new sellers. If you want to check them out, the links are all below. There's also the Bolo group. If you're in one of my groups, thank you so much for making it awesome. It always makes me really happy that people are learning and kind, because if you've been in Facebook groups, you know that's not always the case, but there's no negativity and it's all just really helpful people. So thank you guys so much if you are part of the group. Thank you for making it awesome. Thank you guys as always for watching, and I'll see you back here for another Amazon selling video.